Coming up on Help I Sexted My Boss.
We take you through our most used emojis.
And William's getting salty. Hello, and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss on a Friday. It's very CBBC, that, wasn't
yes,
it?
Was.
Hello, you. Hello. Whose birthday is it today? You could be my little Otis the Aardvark.
Yes, you could stick your hand up me.
Yeah. This is where we see how much extra content we can squeeze into your week. Or William's arse. And random things that have been sent in. Extra bits that have been going on. And how our advice went down with you, our G&Divas. We do give people advice, don't we?
6.5 years in.
We do.
Occasionally. Yes. It was about talcum powder and dogging on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, a fair few G&Divas have asked for a list of Jordan's book recommendations to read on holiday. None taken, no one's asked for mine. So Jordan, you shared a few of them on your Instagram stories a few weeks ago, but just in case anyone missed it, do you want to run through them?
I'll run through them quickly, but we'll put them in the newsletter as well, shall we? Some of these were that I've read on holiday in Greece.
Yes.
I read 4, maybe 5 books on holiday. I love
You've got to do something when you're on your back.
Yeah. But these are also books that I've read this year.
Okay.
And other summer reads that I'd highly recommend. Okay, there's so many, but these just say. Swimming in the Dark by Thomas Jodorowsky. I am an avid reader.
Just not necessarily.
I think it's Thomas, but
Jodorowsky, I'd probably say.
Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabriella Zevin. Now, I really like this.
Can I ask what is Tomorrow about?
It's about these two friends who become game designers. And they design a game in the early 2000s. And it's quite successful, but then it causes loads of problems.
Okay.
My favourite, probably one of the best books I've read this year, Close to Home, Michael McGee.
Okay.
Right, if you
tell us about that in a sentence.
So it's basically a guy who's just finished uni in Liverpool. He goes back home to Belfast, and he's he's a bit lost. And if you're from Northern Ireland, I definitely recommend and read this. It's a really great book, and his brother in it. You just want to give his brother a big hug. The Garnet Girls, Georgina Moore. Really great summer read. Like, really good. And she's messaged me to say thank you for putting this up.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, she was really... I think it was a debut novel, but I read that in like a day and a half, maybe a day. At the Table, Claire Powell. Very good. It's about this family that meet up.
At the table. Right. That's novel.
Demon Copperhead. You've got this the wrong way round, Ben. He thinks the book's called Barbara Kingsolver by Demon Copperhead. No, it's Demon Copperhead.
I think you'll find, in Ben's and our production team's defence, this was a copy-paste job from what you sent them.
Oh, it's Barbara Kingsolver.
Is the author.
And it's Demon Copperhead. It's very good.
Okay.
John Boyne, any John Boyne book. I love this guy. He's just recently done a Desert Island Discs as well. So he wrote Boyne Striped Pyjamas, but also The Heart's Invisible Furies, which is one of my favourite books.
Likes that.
And Ladder to the Sky. So I read his book from 2006, Next of Kin. It's very good. You'd like it. It's a bit like Downton Abbey and stuff, his books. They're like proper old school novels.
Okay.
Yeah. Like twists and turns and plots and real bad characters. And my favourite, another good one, In Memoriam. Alice Wynne. Is this boring? This is why
no, it's not. Mikey loved In Memoriam.
In Memoriam is
he
fantastic.
Adored that.
But also Douglas Stewart, Scottish writer. He's got 2 novels out that I've read on both my holidays, and they're fantastic. A couple of years old now. Shuggy Bain. Oh, it's brilliant.
Oh yeah. You've talked about that one.
Shuggy Bain's brilliant, and Young Mungo. But there's other honourable mentions that I'll do a proper book club. But I'd recommend as a good holiday read, The Garnet Girls, Close to Home, and In Memoriam, and any John Boyne.
Nice. I am very into, because, I've discovered fiction quite recently. Never knew about it before. Anthony Horowitz's books.
Oh.
Love.
But they're for when you're in year 10,
No. He does do children's books, the Alex Rider books, but he also does adult books more recently. Loved those. I'm devouring them at the moment. There are 5 of them.
Don't eat them.
And Tom Hindle as well.
Okay.
I'm enjoying.
Also, Help I Sexted My Boss paperback is out as well.
Yes, and of course, Just Good Manners, which is available on the 12th of September in the UK.
sextedmyboss.com/books.
WilliamHanson.co.uk/
For both those copies? We'll put a link on our website.
For what?
I'll sign that off for your book as well.
You'll sign that off. Oh, thank you so much.
But honestly,
I'm going to plug it on Capital Breakfast.
A lot of people, because they prefer paperback, have said they've taken the paperback on holiday and they've loved it. Now we're doing podcast recommendations.
Yes. Okay. Well, we're featured on the front page of the Apple Podcast app alongside some of our favourite summer listens. We've got these, one of yours, one of mine. You Love the Rest is Politics.
With me, Rory Stewart. That's so bad. No, it's not. Hello, welcome to the Rest of Politics. With me, Alistair Campbell. And me, I need to speak to Alistair because you know what I'm like with my dates. He's a very busy man. Don't forget, he was like Tony Blair's right-hand man.
Yes.
And I'd like him to come in and speak to the breakfast show about how to become a winning formula winning team. I got my dates mixed up and I had to cancel as he was on his way in. This is not a man. You know, an international best-selling author. So, Alistair, if you're listening, I am sorry. Please come back in. Callum's fuming with me, my exec. He's like, I'm on my way in. I went, I'm about to go and do this morning. I can't do it today. I got my dates mixed up. He's like a very busy man. And by the way, he charges a lot of money for this, but he was doing me like as a favour.
Right. Well,
with me, Rory Stewart.
Okay, nice. There's also I Like the Story from The Times, if you like keeping up to date with everything. Dish and the Keeping Up Appearances Luxury podcast, if you like a laugh. Both of those very good.
Carrie J Does Not Exist and Drunk Women Solving Crime, if you love true crime. That's really good.
Yes, and there are lots of others as well. If you go onto Apple Podcasts, if you use that, click on Summer Listens and you'll see our suggestions.
Dish is good.
Dish? I know, I've said Dish. Yeah. We were on it.
We were.
Yes.
Didn't have much of an appetite that day.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, we asked you to help settle our thumbs up emoji debate.
Oh, God.
This was after I mentioned that I find a thumbs up emoji to be sarcastic, but Chairman Emeritus Stewart uses it as a genuine response.
Yeah.
And he's not being sarcastic, he tells me.
But to be fair to Stewart, he is nearly in his 40s.
Oh, don't! He's got a couple of years to go.
Yeah. But, sorry. I thought you were 39. 38, sorry. You're still young, but that's what
You're still young.
At heart.
Put those Werther's originals down.
You know, I didn't know I feel bad, but that's what dads do. Dad's an uncle. And he's at that age.
Okay, well, you keep digging. Well, Jordan, you and I are in a minority because apparently 65% of our listeners said that they send the thumbs up genuinely. So they don't find it sarcastic.
Turns out it might be a North trait because my other brothers do it as well.
Oh,
so
really?
my brother's partners all seen this, and it was in the WhatsApp group. And they all replied saying, yeah. I think our Kate said, when our Ryan does it, I go mad. And Dominic does it as well.
Yeah.
If you want to piss someone off, you can't be asked to argue. Just send them funds.
But is that a slight boy girl thing? If I can be slightly stereotypical,
I was thinking the
girls
same.
like, and to be fair, I'm like this as well. I like an actual message, something words, and a long message just to make sure I know that they have understood. Whereas short OKs, got it, cool.
Look,
thumbs up, I find quite annoying.
If you send a message saying, I've got a new job, you send the thumbs up emoji like a dad would, or I'm pregnant, and the dad replies, I get that.
Are you pregnant?
No. Why would I be pregnant?
I don't know.
Right, anyway. But what are your top used? Should we have a look at our top tier emojis?
Well, these are the ones frequently used.
Yeah, this could be,
This could be interesting.
This could be really interesting.
So mine are the monkey with hands over the eyes.
Yeah.
The sideways laughing.
You doing these is a lot funnier than I ever imagined.
The blowing the kiss with a heart. The fingers crossed.
Okay.
And for some reason, the injection one.
Mine's sideways laughing emoji. Heart.
Just a heart.
Yeah.
What colour heart?
Red.
Okay.
Peace.
Nice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Slapping hand on face emoji.
Oh, okay. Face palm.
And blushing emoji. And then I've
Looks
got
like you're straining.
Then I've got crying eyes. You know, like crying.
Yes.
Tongue out, one eye open. England flag.
Right. Wonder why.
Stars emoji.
Oh, starry eyes. Stars in their eyes.
Starry eye emoji.
Can I ask what's at the bottom of column 3?
Devil emoji.
Why have you got that, Jordan?
I don't know. Just texting me mum. You know.
Okay. Texting your mum? Well, it all goes on. Anyway, Jennifer got in touch to say she loved hearing me call Jordan a gobshite a few weeks ago. That was in my off-the-cuff, I'm more goblet, you're more gobshite suggestion. Yep. So we asked our G&Divas for some insult inspiration, and we're now going to take turns reading them to each other, whilst the other keeps a straight face.
Right, okay. This should be
so
fun.
Shall I read to you?
Yeah.
Sam has suggested I call you a born-again southerner.
That's offensive.
Brian suggests I call you won't know what this is, a troglodyte. Andy says I call you a swine.
Oh, you little swine.
And Laura suggests I call you a peasant.
Oh, I think the...
Okay, you held it together there. They weren't the most offensive.
All right. Rick says you're a moose knuckle.
Right.
Sophie told me to say that you're very common.
Okay.
And Matt said you're a twinkle twat. And thank you to Rick, Sophie and Matt for those suggestions.
Oh, thank you so much. Matt with 1 T. Although Twinkle Twat has 2, but Matt's name doesn't. So that's nice.
Right, we'll be back with some of your response. Okay, that was a good start. We'll be back with some more. Okay, right, we'll be back with. Okay, we'll be back with some of your responses.
For those that haven't heard the raw tape, Jordan's literally taken about 4 times to say we'll be back after the break.
Is this right? We'll be back with more Friday responses after these messages.
Lovely. Welcome back, G&Divas. Before we get into your responses, Give Me the D is back because it's the big Summer of D competition.
Oh, whose idea with this?
Yours.
Oh.
Here's the jingle. I want the D. I need it now. Please tell me when. Please tell me how. I'm thirsty and willing and eager, you see. So come on, boys. Give me the D. Cha-cha-cha.
All summer long, we're giving the D to one lucky person every single week.
Yes, and they won't just get 1 bottle. They'll have double the D.
Double D!
Well, that's the YouTube thumbnail sorted, isn't it?
Don't click that.
1 for each hand.
If you want the D, 1 in each hand.
Yes.
Head to the Sexted. That's getting clipped up, innit?
Yeah.
Head to the Sexted Instagram every Friday between now and the end of August.
And you can look out for the picture of us gripping the D this week. Tag a friend who loves the D, and we'll pick a winner at random. You'll find the information all over on our Instagram. We're at SextedMyBoss.
Do you remember that from school? You can taste salt if you imagine it. That's the mind.
Sorry?
Never done that.
You can taste salt if you
come on,
imagine
it's
it.
that whole every psychologist
At
does
school?
It. Well, you get told
I mean,
it at
I've
school.
tasted salt a lot at
Close
school.
your eyes and pretend.
No,
right?
this is some sort of weird...
No, it's not. It's not.
What are you going to put in my mouth?
No, you've got to do it, right? Pretend you've got the salt in your hand. Yeah. And then shake. No, not that type.
Mine's a mill.
No, you're shaking it in. Just do it. Right? And you can taste. You can actually.
Do I have to shut my eyes?
Yeah,
for it?
you have to shut your eyes. You can taste salt and then stick your tongue out. Try it. You'll be able to taste salt.
No, because I don't trust you.
Just try it. Right? So honestly, you'll be. It's the human mind. I've never done this before.
No.
I will stand over here. I promise.
Stand over there. Get away.
Right, I'll go.
Could we all do this?
Right, yeah. You'll be able to taste salt. Right, close your eyes.
Yes.
Right, and then stick your tongue out, and then pour the imaginary salt on your tongue. Keep going. You've got to keep doing it.
I know what you're doing.
You've got to keep doing it. Right, do it. Close your eyes and do it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You'll taste the salt. Shit writes itself. I'm mortified. Scott Clarkson made me do that in PE and I didn't live it down for weeks. Not him, personally.
Changed your whole life. Anyway, after airing out my frustrations with newsreaders not wearing ties a few weeks ago, we received... Oh, Oh, God. We received a message from an... Oh, I'm going to feel really bad now. But I stand by it. We received a message from an anonymous newsreader.
Oh, well, let's face it. We say anonymous. They've probably been round to your house for dinner, haven't they? Because you know half of them.
When it sounds like Fiona Bruce, we'll know.
If this isn't Joe Pike, I'll get the bruise.
He's not. He's a journalist.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, what did I see him, man? Oh, he were on election night.
Yes.
He smashed it. He was great.
He did very well.
He's really good.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
hear...
love Joe. I used to see him all the time when I was at the other place.
Let's hear what they had to say.
Hello. William Jordan and EPB Ben. Fascinated by the discussion on last week's episode about newsreaders not wearing ties and William's disgust at this lack of respect. Need a bit of advice as a self-confessed newsreader myself. Two of my favourite ties are both pink pattern ties. One has tiny little cocktail glasses on in a little pattern. The other one is also pink, but they're small little elephants. So if I'm wearing one of those ties while reading the news, does that show a lack of respect? Should I go tieless, as Jordan suggests, or should I wear my fun ties, which William says shows more respect? Such a dilemma. Lots of love, an anonymous newsreader.
Who is that?
Was that Sophie Rayworth? I don't know.
No, I'd suggest Who was that? I recognise the voice.
Yeah, I do, but...
You know it, don't you?
No, I don't.
It's not well.
I might.
I know who that is. I would say.
Well,
I'd wear a neckerchief. I'd wear a neckerchief.
You cannot read the news in a neckerchief.
Why can't you?
Because that is just as bad as wearing no tie.
Little neckerchief to the side. Hello, welcome to the news. Oh, it's all going on. Bloody hell.
Chicken or beef.
Bloody hell. I tell you something. It's absolute. Where do I even bloody begin, honestly? Do you like my neckerchief? Oh my God. New government, eh? Oh, they're all bloody same if you ask me. Piss it same pot. Right, we're going over to our correspondent now. Call yourself a correspondent, lover. I remember you when you were in freaking journalism school. So it'd be great. Little catty.
Yes. Well, I would say to that anonymous newsreader, I wouldn't wear the elephant tie when you're reading about American politics for various reasons. And also the cocktail glass would be okay. But maybe you could go and buy some other ties.
Favourite newsreader, quick.
Favourite newsreader? I can't think of any now.
Go on, it's got to be Clive.
Gareth Barlow.
Gareth Barlow?
Yes.
Oh, he is on Sky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he is a friend. That's what I'm saying. And he's a very good newsreader. Of course you know. He came to my wedding.
I met him. I have. I met him a few times.
Yeah.
Clive Myrie.
Clive Myrie.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, I like Michelle Hussein.
Yeah.
I do like Sophie Rayworth.
I like Sophie. There's loads I like.
Lucrezia Mellarini.
I love BBC Breakfast.
Oh, John Kay and Sally Nugent.
I love John and Sally.
Charlie State.
No.
Naga Manchetti.
Naga. I love Naga.
Lovely.
I love Naga.
Yes. Now, a few episodes ago, we said that we didn't think we had many listeners in Spain. Well, we were wrong, because it turns out there were lots of G&Divas in España.
Actual Spanish people or Brits abroad?
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
Sinead got in touch to say that she lived in Ibiza for 19 years with her husband and daughter, and she is an OG G&Diva. Also, Jordan, she says, your Spanish pronunciation is muy bien.
Muy bien. Very good.
Oh, très
Is
bien.
it?
Yes.
Is that French?
No, muy bien is Spanish.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to learn.
Christy in Valladolid said, Hola, mi amores. I'm an English lass who has been living in Spain for the last 14 years, and I'm a huge fan of the podcast. Referring to William's classification of Italy, France, and Spain, I do agree that the south of Spain and the Spanish islands do tend to be a bit more common.
There's a big beef between the north and south of Spain.
Is there?
But it's the other way around this time. They reckon like the south's a bit meh, and the north's a bit posher.
Okay.
It's good. I've travelled from top of Spain to bottom. Yeah, with Beverly.
Yes, of course. And was it true they were going to call that documentary Jordan North top to bottom?
No.
Operation.
What was it called? Can't remember.
But if you come to the north of Spain, you'll see real Spanish culture and even better Spanish food. Jordan, patatas bravas and gambas pil pil are very been there, done that. You should try the pulpo. Octopus.
I've been to the wine in northern Spain. It's
Have you ever tried the pulpo? Octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure I have.
And then
the soil's different. That's why the wine. I remember.
Oh, really? Okay.
I made grapes with my feet. Wine with my feet.
Chrissy has then put a PS. Wendy, I don't speak Spanish. Me prestas tu pelador de patatas. But I do think
That's
That might
Spanish
be Wendy,
for-
can I borrow your potato
Yeah,
peeler?
which her Spanish neighbour's been round to ask.
Has she?
Yeah.
In Spanish?
Pedrazo,
Pedrazo.
her neighbour.
Gosh.
Wendy, my pusto, pusto.
And Connor wrote in to say, I'm a part-time English teacher in Valencia and a full-time G&DIVA. I quite often recommend your podcast to my students too. I hope they're old. Weirdly, they find Jordan's accent easier to understand.
See? Amazing.
Well, it is now. He sounds posh.
No, I am not posh.
No, I'm not posh.
I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Posh.
Sometimes it's like sitting opposite Viral Freddy.
Get lost. It makes you sound like me.
I know. We've also had messages from Noelia, living in the Canary Islands, Elena in Barcelona, Maya Fudge
That's not a real name.
in Estepona in the Costa del Sol,
Maya Fudge.
potentially a drag queen, Hannah, who grew up in Spain, and so many more. So thank you, gracias, to all of our Spanish G&D.
Guess who I seen at a summertime ball with Barclaycard?
Sabrina Carpenter.
No, well, yes, and all that.
Sticky Vicky.
What?
Sticky Vicky.
No,
did
but
she
from
open for you?
Benidorm. Remember Paige from Yorkshire Pride?
Yes.
Who sorted us out, whose dad,
Yeah.
yeah, she were in crowd and she was screaming, Jordan, and we had a look. And there were Paige
Wow.
from Benidorm.
That's lovely.
She were
hello,
in crowd.
Paige.
She flew
She'd
over.
come over for
Yeah.
it. Well,
I
that's
love
marvellous.
Spain. I wish I lived in Spain. Can we still do this podcast when I live in Spain?
Well, yeah, because I'm probably moving to Spain. Remember, Jonathan's starting Frig FM. So you can do the podcast.
Oh, we'd be great.
you can do breakfast because he doesn't want to do breakfast.
You can do mid-morning. No, Jonathan can do mid-mornings. You can do afternoons.
I'm doing frigging drive time.
frigging drive time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else can we get on there? Who's out of work? Oh, honestly, don't. I mean, I'm absolutely love my job and love my life right now, but I'm going to retire to Spain. That'll keep me ticking over. That.
Yeah.
He's up with the cock.
I did send to Jordan when we did our live show. I had a special radio jingle created.
Should we play it now?
Yeah. Yes, I think we can play it now. And I said to Jordan, look, when I come on every morning to do my inserts from Wimbledon, which was last week, can you play him a special jingle? And it was a very hard no.
Yeah, because William wanted me to play this again. Breakfast radio, family radio,
What's wrong with this?
family radio station. This was what we played on our tour when we did a little sketch.
Breakfast listening, he's up with the cock. William Henson.
He's up with the cock.
The cockerel. The cockerel.
We'll be back on Tuesday.
No, there's one more from Rich, actually.
Oh, is there? Sorry,
Yes.
sorry. Oh, that would have been a great ending.
Well, we can end it there. if you
No,
want.
let's not piss on Richard's chips.
Okay. Dear William, Jordan and EPB, I was a bartender for 6 years, so I wanted to weigh in on your ice and gin balloons chat.
There's no argument here. We actually
We
agreed
agreed,
on something,
yes.
didn't we? We actually agreed.
The reason bars fill your glass with ice is so that it dilutes your drink less, not more. Are you sure? The large amount of ice will keep the whole thing cooler, therefore slowing the thawing. I know many people will say it's also so they can give you less mixer, but the syrups in them are so small that the bar would hardly notice that extra pour. But I do agree about the pretentious gin balloons. They are horrible, massive, fragile things, but I'm sure Jordan will be happy to know that they are a pint, so you could have a nice cold beer in them. Hold the ice.
Now,
Well, thank you, Rich, for letting us know that.
I like a gin and tonic with loads of ice. Back onto my cucumbers in gin and tonics at the moment.
Oh, okay, you don't care.
Use a potato peeler, right? Honestly, peel your cucumber into glass. Looks very sophisticated.
Pull the skin back.
Don't be disgusting. Grow up.
What do you do when you peel it?
Thousands of pounds a year your mum and dad paid for your education. And you come out with filth like that.
Do you know what is really worrying?
You're
is
better than that.
My parents have
You
been
look really good, by the way, at the moment.
Thank you so
look
much.
really good.
All right, don't try and claw it back with a compliment. My parents have been listening to me on Capital Breakfast, so they've been hearing more or less the podcast routine.
Oh, no. Why have you told me they're listening?
And I'm slightly worried.
They have not been listening. Have they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got today, did he mind being asked all those balls questions? I was like, apparently he gets asked them every day.
Thousands of pounds we spent on your education and you end up doing this with that boy on the Capitol? I don't know why we bothered. Hey, you're fucking my money anyway, Sarah. You might as well bloody shut up. Can't even turn on your own fucking shower.
For those that have come new to the podcast, my mother doesn't turn on her own showers. No. She has a morbid fear of chrome.
and she doesn't. What
Doesn't use an
disease?
ATM. No, not Crohn's, Chrome.
Oh. If you want to get in touch about something that isn't a dilemma or problem, you can drop into our DMs or send us an email to help@sexedmyboss.com. We also love hearing back from the people we offer advice to, so if that's you, get back in touch. Before we go, we should welcome Izzy to the team as well.
Yes, welcome Izzy.
Izzy's been. How have you found your first episode?
Yeah, right.
She's from Clitheroe. I'll translate.
Yes.
Right. She said, "Yeah, it's all right." To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you used to sound.
Yeah, it's really nice, Clitheroe.
Okay, good. Well, I'm sure we'll find a name for Izzy. Something will organically happen.
Clitheroe, is it? Or we'll work on that one.
Oh, don't say that. Don't get that.
What? Clitheroe is. We'll work on that one. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Goodbye.